Hi, Gil from Testingil here. I know you won't believe me, but debugging used to be easy. Okay, I'm kidding. But if you had the right tool, it used to be easy-ish. If something crashed, you had a stack trace. You'd read it, it pointed at line 42, you click it, you try to remember what you did in the last 5 minutes, said, aha, fixed it, and the bug went poof. Sure, debuggers came in black and white, but they work, damn it. Today, with AI, we just stare at a screen and say, this looks a bit off, doesn't it? We're debugging by feelings or vibes. And let me tell you, these are not strictly engineering terms. Plus, they don't sound professional. We used to say that debugging was like looking for a needle in a haystack, but at least it was our haystack. We built it. If we had a bug, which is a special kind of a needle, we'd find it with our black and white debugger. In our AI-powered app, our haystack is really built from many haystacks. If there's a bug in there, we got a bigger pile of hay to go through. A bug that appeared in the top haystack may started one of the bottom ones, and it went through a lot of hay to get there. For needles, we'd use a magnet, but for AI bugs, that doesn't work like that. It's not always the model's fault. We should triangulate. Now, triangulation is a big word, but we've been using it in debugging for years. We're trying to analyze the symptoms from different directions and see where the problem really is. There are a couple of suspects. It could be our code, the one that talks to the model. It could be a RAG. It can bring in the wrong context. And I'm not letting the model off the hook. It can misbehave as well. And each one of those comes with its own haystack to go through. Let's step into a crime scene. We don't have a dead body today, sorry, but we do have the next best thing. You see, our API analysis agent sort of works. We just gave it a create order API to analyze and create a test plan for. Well, the plan is here. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't vibe. Well, you get it. So, who done it? Who's responsible? Could it be the RAG? Maybe it doesn't have the right documentation for the API, so it retrieves the wrong context. Or it may have different conflicting versions of the documentation, and it got confused. Maybe it's our code. Maybe our precious code, which has some good tests, has misbehaved. Not on purpose, of course. You see, our code tried to save on tokens. So it truncated the context it got from the RAG. So it cut down some redundant optional parameters that could have been important for the test plan. Or maybe it's the model. While our prompt feels okay, the context is already compromised. And that may be enough for a motive. But in addition, the model is said to be more creative. So it got creative. That's not a good alibi, if you ask me. And that's how we got a test plan that doesn't vibe. Or, in other words, it's plain. It doesn't cover the optional parameters and assumes integration with other non-existent APIs. Our crime scene doesn't tell us where things went wrong, but our knowledge of how the system is built helped us. With that knowledge, we can check the code and see what it's doing. We can check the RAG and see what kind of data it retrieves. And we can ask the model to get straight to the point. We can debug, but we need to know where things can fail and how data is transferred to the system. But if all we see is a giant black box, we wouldn't know where to start. This won't happen by chance. We need to plan ahead and build observability into the system. We can't patch it afterwards. But without it, there'll be a lot of crime scenes afterwards, and the cases will remain open. On February 18th, I'm hosting a webinar, The Anatomy of AI Quality. In this session, we're going to talk about how to make AI-powered apps more visible, more debuggable. Details below. And you can use that as an alibi. Just saying. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share it, and check out the other videos on my channel. Until next time, bye-bye.